Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's market commentary and obviously live trading. And I still haven't done any trading yet. It's 10 past 10 in the morning and I've not done a single trade just yet. I'm looking at the pound at the moment. The euro's pretty sloppy and choppy, going sideways overall, so I'm not too interested in euro, but the pound at least has had a bit of a retrace here this morning. Let's just go out to the hourly charts to put it in perspective. So it's had this flush down. It has got negative momentum across the board on those the normal sort of time frames that I look at, but overall on the higher time frame, well, we've literally just come down to the daily pivot, and so we're sitting on that at the moment. And I was just looking to see if we could have a final little flush a little bit further down and actually take a long trade, which is feel a bit peculiar considering that. But I do see the potential for a long. So we'll see if we get another final flush. And then see if I can get a long trade in, because if I come out to the hourly 4 hourly chart, so that's what I wanted to show you, the 4 hourly chart, then that's the one that's I'm interested. That's a 2. Let's go to the 4. Then we've come down into our bands here on the 4 hourly chart, and we've had this lovely run up yesterday, like all the markets had, and a nice pull back here. So I'm liking the fact that we're down around these bands. I'm just looking at some momentum MAs, which are just around. I'd like to see the round number get hit, basically. So back to the 5 minute chart, we've come down to 161.10. If we can get down to the round number, then I will look to put that long trade in. But if it starts bouncing from here like it is currently, and it comes back up to these bands, then I'll just ignore it and go down the gym. I've been sitting here doing some bits and pieces of work, but haven't managed to obviously get a trade in yet. So we're currently flat on the account, absolutely nothing there, and just hoping that we do get a trade. So I'll press pause for now, and we'll see. So this is what I've decided to do. I'm actually going to put some limit orders in on cable. I would still like to see a flush down a bit lower. We've got some levels, as we bring the pen up. I've already mentioned that on the 4 hour chart, but you see we've got these levels here. Look, really nice level here and here, which is all around 160.80. We've got a rising 21 period moving average in the same zone as well. So I'm going to put some orders in at 85 and put a stop down at 65. So I put a 20-point stop and see if it does flush down and just flush the other side of the round number. That would be about quite nice actually, relative to where all the other stuff is on the higher time frames. So that'd be quite nice. So let's just put some orders in. So buy limit 160. Let's put them in at 85. Okay, let's get that one in, and then I'm going to put 3 in down there. So I'll do it again, and then you need to see me putting obviously the stops in. So let's get rid of that for a minute. Go to the open orders. So here's the orders. Let's just put the stops in against those. So if done, place related stop order. So we'll put that in at what have we said, 160. 160. So if we're going in at 85, we want 65. And on this one, I'll put a limit order in as well at 1.6105. So we've got a take profit and stop in there, and okay, and then let's put some others in. So let's put if done. Anyway, I'll go through these. You don't need to watch me doing all of these, so I'll do these now. I'll press pause and put these in. Okay, so I've put all of the limits and everything else in there. So I mean, it's a fair distance away, and we may not get there. Cable's having a little bit of a bounce at the moment. Let's take it back to a 5-minute chart. There it goes. It's been going sideways. I was hoping it was going to flush down a bit more, and maybe it still will. But those limits are in there, so it enables me to go out. And if we can get down to those levels, I think that's a decent enough level from which to potentially get maybe get entered into a decent trade. But outside of that, at the moment, let's go and have a look at the euro, because it's pretty sloppy, as you can see, and not surprisingly so because of the move we had yesterday. So it's unlikely I'm going to be trading the euro as it currently stands. I mean, I may get to trade it this afternoon, but I can't see anything happening at this stage this morning. On the down, it's one of those markets where you can't trade on the downside because the trend's been so strong to the upside. So I'm not too interested. Even though it has got negative momentum, I don't think. Let me just double check my momentum charts with just off screen there with the euro. I don't think at this stage there's going to be too much of an opportunity on the downside on that. Same sort of thing with euro yen, as you can see. So the only market that's been having some sort of movement is the pound, and really, and again for the same reason, I couldn't justify shorting it because overall the trend has had a nice upwards trend. So I couldn't justify really getting it on the short side, and so. Because of where the trend is. So overall what I'm looking for is obviously a long based trade. So if we do pop down, then that's what I'll be looking for there on the pound. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to trade. So I'm going to go down the gym. I'll be back in an hour and just see what happens. Right, I just got back from the gym. It's now what, 11:30. I've just cancelled my orders here on the pound because it's just been going sideways for what, this last hour and a half or whatever it is. I see it's not done anything since, and so it's already doing a bit of a reaction. If we go to the hourly chart to that main daily pivot, which is come in, so it's sort of reacting very low one, but it's sort of hovering around here. So I'd have rather it carried on coming down and then came back up to it, which is what that plan was. So at the moment, not really too much to say. So that's the pound. Let's go and have another look at the euro again. Very messy, so I'm sure it'll probably do something at some stage today. I'll give it another hour or so, hour and a half. If nothing sets up that by then we'll probably have to call it a day. So we'll just see how it goes for now. Just back. It looks like I've missed a move here on the euro. It's broken out. I was looking for the potential for it to turn and come up and challenge 133 today. I've just missed a 5 live down here, really, while I've been out. So sometimes you have to accept. All right, it was very choppy earlier on, and then when it came up and set up, I thought that a 5-minute 5 live would have been all right. But sometimes you have to accept that maybe it's not going to be your day for catching a trade when it's been so choppy and it's now gone. But there's still the potential. There is still potential for a trade. So I'll keep my eye on it for a bit. It's what, 1:20 now PM, and we'll see if it does set up this afternoon, but at the moment it's in flying mode and I can't do anything with that. So I'll just have to wait and see. Press pause for now. Okay, it's now 2:26. I almost forgot to finish this video update because still no trades, as you can see. Had nothing today, unfortunately. Missed that opportunity down there earlier, and we've swept our way up and just missed out on that, really. So I might as well call this a wrap. So it's one of those days where it's going to be, there's no trade there, but or no trading, but that's just what sometimes you have to take. That you can't always force trades in the markets. You have to sometimes sit back. There was choppy all morning, and sometimes you might just miss an opportunity because you weren't there in front of the desk when it was around. But one thing I would say is that we're getting very close. We've got this lovely trend channel here on the euro dollar. This is the daily charts now, and got very close to the upper trend channel line. So definitely it's getting interesting now. Could have a slight throw over, but it's certainly hitting resistance. It's broken out above these highs. Let's go to the weekly charts. It's pretty much hit the weekly 100. We talked about that many weeks ago. So it's there or thereabouts. Could do another 100 pips or so, obviously, but it's close now to resistance, obviously, and it's a similar situation for euro yen. That one, I said, that's a very interesting chart. It's doing a throw over at the moment. I will be expecting that to come back within the channel at some point in the coming week. So it's not to say it can't go a bit higher yet. We've got a monthly pivot up at just over 120. So it could, of course, go higher into the 120 zone. But again, euro yen is at or around resistance. Let's have a look at the weekly charts. Nothing really of too much importance there. Can't really say too much on the monthlies. We've got these highs over here, which is obviously what it's attacking. Maybe it would want to breach that high before retracing, but that would still be a couple of hundred pips or more to go yet. So, but for now, it's there or thereabouts. It's close. I will certainly be keeping my eye on it because I would expect in the coming week for that to roll back into the channel. Anyway, shame I couldn't get any live trades today. I'll leave it with you. Have a great weekend.